Alright, welcome to week 3 of the Innars series. And so far no level increase, and I still think that's coming in patch 2.5. So you want to go to casual, hit building, and hit the present so that way you can get your resources. And then you still need to travel to your island. So that way you can go back to casual, hit building, and go to the exchange store. Because remember, you want to make sure you buy these weekly items before they reset tomorrow. On top of that, also make sure you kill your enemies since they respawn tomorrow as well. And last but not least, don't forget to check every day at 12 to see if you have an old man around this section. If you do, you're going to be able to get some free resources, or at least maybe you have some friends that have an old man today. Then we got fishing. You want to try to get your fishing to level 9. That way you can buy your weekly matricy every week. And if you're just starting out with fishing, I recommend that you get 100 to 150 green bait to where you get enough points to where you can start buying purple bait, and you use the purple bait to go after rare fish, so that way you get more coins and more points, getting you to level 9 quickly. And if you already have purple bait but you don't have time to fish, then I just recommend that you buy your 350 bait for the week. Next, you want to do Mia's Kitchen, and you want to do your 4 bounties for the day. And I'm going to go with Vera, but remember, this one is harder since you have to go to Innars and all throughout Vera. Which brings us to Vitality, starting with joint operations. So for today, we have access to Bracer's Chest, a Huma and a Samir Matrix, Shoulders, Helm, a Coco and a Shiro Matrix, Boots, Belt, and a Zero Matrix, Sadness Valley, the Endgame, Carnival Party, and Pursuit of Fate. So these are all really good dungeons, but I recommend you do the level 90 dungeon so you have better drop rates. Next, we have Interstellar Exploration, and you want to make sure you check Vera, as well as check Aspera, so that way you can see all of your Stargates. And how you can tell if you have a level 3 Stargate is if this weapon battery category has a number 3, it's a level 3 Stargate, but if it has a number 2, it's a level 2 Stargate. But if you don't have any level 2s or level 3s, you could always do Dimensional Trials. And the nice thing about Dimensional Trials is you always can hit go, and you can do quick battle and instantly knock out your vitality. And you can do the same for Matrix Drills and Gold. And one other thing to let you guys know is that if you are getting Fiona, she is similar to Lin, to where you're going to need booster frames and nanofibers. And these are the materials that you're going to need to get her all the way to level 90. And you'll notice at the bottom that you're going to need 50 tier 2 booster frames and tier 2 nanofibers, as well as 12 tier 3 booster frames and 12 tier 3 nanofibers. And you already see how many acid proof and nano coatings you're going to need as well. So if you don't have a lot of materials, you might want to start focusing on that now. Next, we have our optionals, and that is giving gifts to your 1.0 characters. And the best way to do that is to go to the black market and talk to Hopkins, see this island and do the claw machine, and knock out your 2 trainings for the day. But what is not optional is to do your 8 fun zones, especially since they give Mira and training points. And if you have not already, do your 6 Greyspace Fishers, but the biggest rewards are in the Twilight Zone, but you do have an 8-hour time limit, so you could wait. Next, you don't want to forget to do your racing before the end of the month, so that way you can get that free 400 Mira. And with it being Procrastinator Day, do not forget to do your Security Force missions, so that way you can get those owed Vera coins and Mira. Then you want to make sure you check out your appointed research by going to Terminal and Entrusted Investigation, because remember, you can only hold a grand total of 20 energy, and you only get 5 free energy a day. So you want to make sure that this does not cap. But if you enjoyed these guys, I would greatly appreciate a like, so that way you can spread more on YouTube. Which brings us to our events. So hopefully you logged in enough time to go ahead and get all of the rookie supplies, as well as the supplier run, which gives a lot of red nucleus and special vouchers. And if you have not, you have 3 days to finish logging in. By now, you should have been able to do enough things to go ahead and get your free SSR selector box. But if you've been away for a while, you still have 24 days to complete it. And hopefully by now you've done enough things to go ahead and get the deep sea treasure hunt. Essentially, if you explore Innars, you basically complete this, as well as the challenger to-do list, where if you do most of the challenges, you get this knocked out. The Lan wedding dress is here, so if you do want that, you have a little over 3 days to go ahead and get that. But if you do roll for this, I recommend that you use Taniel. And for our limited characters, we have 3 days left to go ahead and pick up Lan, Icarus, as well as all of the other Frost characters, which are rerunning. You have 17 days to go ahead and pick this up. So my recommendation is, if you do plan to get Fiona, which is going to greatly increase the Frost team, because she should be coming out April 27th. That way you know how strong Fiona makes the ice team before you start rolling on some of these rerun characters. And then we have our themed event, Springtime Saunter. You want to make sure you do Water Bomb Impact or Springtime Chase. By now, you should be able to reach enough points to clear out all of the good items in the store. And on April 20th, we're getting a new event to where you need to go around and find sea monsters, to where you can turn those in and you can get tickets. With these tickets, I'm assuming you're going to be able to get rewards similar to the other events, but one thing to notice is that it has a new Lin Outfit. So what I'm thinking is going to happen is we're going to get some material that's going to allow us to claim Lin in 2.5. So if you're looking forward to that, you want to make sure that you do this event. And another thing to note is the battle pass is resetting next week, meaning that tomorrow, Monday, when we get a brand new weekly tab, you want to make sure that you do not claim those until Wednesday, so that way you can clear out the battle pass even faster. But here are the rewards that we should be expecting in this upcoming battle pass. In this one, you'll notice that we are getting the booster shot, so that means there is no extra Kuon. So you're going to have to decide between either getting Kuon 2 using the 30 shards that they're going to give us, or trying to increase the new relic that we're going to get, booster shot. Hopefully in the future we get more relic shards. But this battle pass is lasting until June 1st. Then we got our weekly tab. You want to make sure you do enough things down here so that way you can get everything up top. Which brings us to our challenges. So if you're trying to do something like the Bygone Phantasm or Frontier Clash, you might want to save your Mia's Kitchen so that way you can power yourself up. But starting with the Bygone Phantasm. So again, I recommend that you take a look at this weapon bonus, and if you have a good weapon bonus, then you might want to do the sneak to next level. And if your CS is high enough, you're going to be able to jump up 11 levels. But the biggest thing that will determine your rank is Sequential Phantasm. If you're able to get a high score here, most likely you're going to get the top rewards for the week. Frontier Clash, if you have any attempts, you want to go ahead and knock those out so that way you can get that golden gear. Wormhole, today is the last day to get that extra energy crystal dust, so you want to go ahead and knock that out. Origin of War, if you still have not completed this yet, you could always wait until the last week so that way you can get all of the rewards. Void Rift, if this is the first time boss for you, you want to go ahead and knock it out. Void Abyss, you have until the end of the month to go ahead and knock this out. And for me, I'm a tank, and this is the tech that I used, and one thing I recommend that everyone try to get is Mechanical Core. But if you have a good enough party, you may not need it. Raids, you want to make sure you do Shattered Realm on Heroic, Battle Test Area on Heroic, and Ring of Oblivion on Heroic. So that way you get the best rewards for the week. Break from Destiny, you want to make sure you do this at least one time so that way you can get those 250 Dark Crystals. Arena, if you're trying to reach Grand Marshal, you can either do it solo or you can either do it through Critical Abyss if you have a team of 8. This might be an easier way for you to reach that level. Then we have our daily buys, so you want to go to Shop, Haunt, and then you can buy your Vitality Solutions, but for me, I'm going to go ahead and pass because I feel that I have enough and my gear is pretty high right now. Which brings us to the Commissary, starting with the Crystal Dust Store. So you want to make sure you buy your Put in Omnium Crystal, your Advancement Modules, your Booster Modules, and your Very Special Gift. And with your extra Gold Dust, you can always buy boots and hands, and if you have a good pair of boots and you have a good pair of hands, you can buy whatever else you want. FaceTime Store, you want to buy your Advancement Modules, your Booster Modules, and your Data Repeater for the week. And if you have extra Crystal Fragments, you can always buy the IP Shards. Cruise Store, now the only thing that you want to spend your points on are relics, and the relics that I recommend are Omnium Shield or Space Time Rift, are Drone level 3. And if you have all of that, then you can go for the Hologram Projector. Support Store, you want to buy your gold, your Space Time Crystal Fragments, your Space Time Crystal Dust, and if you can, Black Nucleus. If you have return support points, then you can buy Space Time Crystal Fragments, Proof of Purchase, and the Goat Nucleus. And if you need help on how to do that, I got a guide on my channel. Point Store, now the only thing that you want to spend your points on are spare special gifts, so that way you don't have to do training, black market, or see the silent again. But if you need to level up your matrices or weapons, you could always buy matrix data packs or weapon batteries. And with your critical abyss points, you could always buy clusters. But besides that, I just recommend that you explore the map so that we can get all of those resources to help with future characters like Fiona. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I do want to make a quick announcement. Fiona is in the test server, but since Fiona is basically Lin 2.0, it's almost like 6 characters in one. So the video is going to be pretty long. Due to that, some things may need to get cut out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin a comment in this video discussing what I normally put in these showcases, and I'm going to list all that out. So if there's something more you want to see while I'm doing the Fiona testing, make sure you reply to that comment and you add it to the list, because most likely to fully cover Fiona is going to be more of a series than just one single video. But I'll try my best doing a video or videos discussing everything everyone wants to know about Fiona. But other than that, talk with you guys later.